You have heard it 100 times. Money can't buy happiness. And every time you hear it, something feels off. But you can't quite put your finger on why. I'll tell you why. Because the people who say it the loudest are usually the ones who have never had to worry about whether they can pay the rent this month. Think about Ratan Tata, Warren Buffett, any billionaire giving an interview. They sit back, smile, and say, money doesn't really make you happier. And we nod. We write it in our journals. We put it on our Instagram stories. But here's what we forget to ask, happy compared to what? Because for a daily wage worker in Dharavi, happiness is not a philosophical question. It's practical. Can my child eat today? Can I afford the medicine my mother needs? Can I stop waking up at 3 a.m. panicking about tomorrow? For that person, money doesn't just buy happiness, money is happiness. When Sudha, a domestic worker in Chennai, got a stable job with a fixed monthly salary, for the first time in her life, she didn't talk about purpose or meaning. She said she finally slept through the night for the first time in years. That's happiness. Real, undeniable happiness. So let's be honest. The phrase money can't buy happiness is a luxury belief. It's something you can only afford to say once money is no longer your problem. For most of the world, money absolutely buys happiness, and denying that is not wisdom. It's ignorance dressed up as philosophy. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Because money does buy happiness, but not infinitely, there is a famous study which shows that emotional well being rises but only up to a point. Beyond a certain threshold, more money stops making people meaningfully happier in their day to day life. Think about it this way, Mukesh Ambani has a net worth of over $100 billion, and Anand Mahindra, worth a few billion, has spoken openly about how he still finds his greatest joy in simple things, reading, conversations, a good cup of tea in the morning, not the yacht, not the private jet, but the tea. Now compare that to someone earning rupees 10,000 a month in a city like Bangalore. Every rupee added to that income changes their life. More food, better housing, less fear, more options. The happiness gain per rupee is enormous. But for someone already earning rupees 10 lakh a month, going to 11 lakh doesn't move the needle the same way. The basics are covered, the security is there, and more money starts buying things, but not feelings. This is what economists call diminishing marginal utility, a fancy way of saying the more you have of something, the less each additional unit adds to your life. So the real question was never can money buy happiness, it's where does it stop? And the pattern is consistent. Below a certain point, money is removing pain, fear, scarcity, helplessness. Money fixes these, and fixing pain is happiness. But once the pain is gone, money starts buying comfort, status, convenience, things that feel good on the surface but don't go very deep. And here's the trap nobody warns you about. We keep chasing money as if it will keep delivering the same returns it did when we had less, as if the rupees 10 lakh salary will feel as transformative as going from rupees 15,000 to 50,000 felt. It won't. It can't. Vijay, a software engineer in Hyderabad, got a 40% hike and moved to a bigger apartment. He was thrilled for about 3 weeks. Then life just resumed. Same stress, same restlessness, just a nicer couch. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. You upgrade your life, you feel good briefly, and then you adapt. The new normal becomes the baseline, and you start wanting more again. So, where does this leave us? Stop treating money like it's either everything or nothing. It's neither. Money is a powerful tool, but it has a range. Within that range, it's one of the most important things you can pursue. Getting yourself and your family to financial security is not shallow. It's not materialistic. It's deeply human. But once you are past that range, the game changes. And if you don't notice that the game has changed, You will keep playing the old game, chasing numbers, upgrading things, and wondering why it still doesn't feel like enough. So the next time someone says money can't buy happiness, you don't have to agree or disagree. Just ask them one question: how much do you have? Because for someone still finding their footing, money is one of the most meaningful things they can chase. And for someone who already has enough, the returns have already started shrinking. They just haven't noticed yet. The goal isn't to stop wanting money, it's to know what you are actually buying with it and whether at this point in your life it's still the thing worth chasing. That's the flip. If this made you think differently about money, share it with someone who needs to hear it because this conversation is long overdue. And if you want more perspectives like this, subscribe. We are just getting started. I'll see you in the next one.